Hello everybody. I'm hoping that this video will be a nice and short video. So far we have looked at how to find the circumference of a circle and how to find the area of a circle. In this video, let's put it all together. So the question is, what is the radius of a circle that has a circumference of 6 pi centimeters? What I would like you to do right now is pause the video, think about the problem, do it in your notebook, and then come back and see the solution. So pause the video right now. Now I'm hoping that you have done this problem in your notebook, and let's go ahead and see what the solution is. So we've been asked to find the radius of the circle that has a circumference of 6 pi. Now let's see what the formula for circumference is. So circumference equals pi times d. And we are given here that the circumference is 6 pi. So that means that the diameter must be 6. And since we know the diameter, the radius is just half of the diameter. So it is diameter divided by 2. And so it must be 3 centimeters. Yeah. So now that we know the radius, it's pretty straightforward to find the area of the circle. So area of the circle, let's write down the formula first. So that is pi r square. And we know that r is 3. So let's make sure we write here that r is 3 centimeters. So we know r is 3. So r square must be 3 times 3. Oops. 3 times 3, that's 9. And so pi r square must be 9 pi. So the area of this circle is 9 pi. And remember, the units is square centimeters, or you can write it as centimeters squared. Let's do a few more problems. Take a look at this table. So what I would like you to do right now is, in your notebook, copy this table down and try to fill in the entire table. Just remember some of the formulas. So we know that the diameter is 2 times the radius, and the circumference is pi d, and the area of a circle is pi r square. So open your notebook, copy this table, do these problems, and then come back and have a look at the solutions. I'm hoping that by now you have filled up this table. So now let's look at each row and see what we can do. So here we are given that the diameter is 10 yards. If the diameter is 10 yards, then the radius is half of the diameter. So the radius must be 5 yards. The circumference is pi times the diameter. So the circumference must be 10 pi yards. And the area is pi r square. So in this case, we know r square is 25 because it's 5 times 5. So pi r square is just 25 pi. And the units would be square yards. Okay, now let's look at this one. Here we are told that the circumference is 18 pi centimeters. If the circumference is 18 pi, then the diameter must be just 18 centimeters. And the radius must be 9 centimeters. Now, in order to find the area, we basically have to find r square first. So in this case, r square is 81. So the area must be 81 pi square centimeters. Now how do we do this last problem? So I'm going to work here, and we say that, okay, so we know that the formula for the area is pi r square, and we are given that the area here is 36 pi. So now if I have pi r square equals 36 pi, and if I divide by pi on both sides, I get that r square is 36. That means we are looking for a number r, so that when you multiply it by itself, you get 36. And we think of all the squares that we know that 6 times 6 is 36, so r must be 6. So in this case, r is 6 feet, not square feet, feet, and so the diameter must be 12 feet, and the circumference is 12 pi feet.